This is gonna suck. Okay, I'm good. I'm fine. Now the fun part. Now, just like last time. Just how Krista showed me.
Holy shit. What the? How the hell did it get in here?
Little girl's tough as nails.
Are you alright? The shed should have been safe.
I'm still not bitten. I never was. And you left me out here to die.
You patched yourself up? Where'd you get that
Did
stuff?
she steal from us?
This doesn't change a thing. She hasn't done anything to us.
Says the man not carrying a baby.
Enough already.
You left me no choice.
You could have just left.
Relax, Rebecca.
Bring her in, and I'll take a look at her arm.
Damn lurkers sneaking around out here. We better get inside. You hungry?
This might hurt a little.
Ow.
How's she look?
Her suturing skills need some work, but otherwise, I say she should be fine.
So, it wasn't a lurker bite?
If it was, the fever would have already set in, and her temperature would be through the roof. I wish you wouldn't have done what you did.
What do you mean?
You manipulated my daughter.
I asked for her help.
She's not someone you can just ask for help. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but there are a few things you need to know about my daughter.
Okay.
She isn't like you. You may not get that initially, but once you're around her for a while, you'll understand. If she knew how bad the world is, what it's really like out there, she would cease to function. She's my little girl. She's all I have left, and I would ask that you stay away from her.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's okay. You're forgiven. Just don't make any more mistakes.
Hey, brought you some food if you're hungry. That's gonna leave one hell of a scar.
It doesn't bother me. I can live with it.
Wow. Nice.
Hey, look. I just want to say I'm sorry for being a dick out there. I got kind of aggro, and that was definitely not cool.
Nick's been known to go off every once in a while. Don't hold it against him.
Yeah, I guess we all have our moments.
You definitely had one out there.
You were just protecting your friends. I get it.
Well, I didn't mean to be so harsh. I just... we had a bad experience once.
We've all had bad experiences.
Nick lost his mom. We took care of someone who got bit.
It was my fault.
It was no one's fault. We thought we could control it, but we couldn't. And then she turned, and his mom was standing right there, and she got attacked. And there was nothing we could do about it.
Anyway, hopefully you understand.
I do. Yeah.
So, since you're pretty much on your own, what's your plan?
I don't know. I'm kind of on my own now.
Well, you're welcome to stay here if you want. Okay, let yourself heal up. Take some time to sort things out.
Do you think everyone else will be okay with it?
They'll just have to deal with it. So, what happened to your parents? If you don't mind me asking. I mean, I assume what happened to them is what happened to just about everyone's parents. You're just so young. Didn't think you could have made it on your own for so long, but maybe you did.
Other people took care of me, if that's what you're asking.
I was just curious on how you made it this far.
I just tried to stay with good people and not do anything dumb.
Hey, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
My parents went on vacation and left me with a babysitter. And they never came back. We went to Savannah to find them, but they were already dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
This man found me and took care of me. We met up with other survivors and we all tried to make it, but it didn't work. His name was Lee. He taught me how to survive. He taught me how to shoot a gun.
What happened to him?
The same thing that happens to everyone, but he saved me first, lots of times.
Well, sounds like he was a real good guy.
Yeah, he was.
I hate to interrupt, but I'm out there standing watch and I can't help but notice this place is lit up like a goddamn beacon in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, it's time to turn in anyways.
Now get your winks while you can, because we're going fishing at first light. Couple fresh brookies for dinner? Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, you're still here. I wouldn't get comfortable if I were you.
Luke invited me to stay.
Good for him, but that's not how things work around here. We make decisions as a group, and you're wearing out your welcome. You got what you came here for. Now go.
How you holding up? I heard you got an earful from Rebecca last night. Once she gets going, there's no bringing her back. Her bark's worse than her.
She's all talk. She doesn't scare me.
She was in a mood last night, that's for sure.
How far are these fish traps?
It ain't much further. Anyone teach you how to shoot? By that I mean taught proper. Any idiot with a finger can shoot.
My friend Lee taught me.
That's good. It's important nowadays. Nick was about your age, first time I took him hunting. Came across this beautiful 13-point buck just standing there on the ridgeline. The boy takes the rifle, he lines up the shot just like I taught him, and then I hear him start whining. He turns to me and he says, "I can't do it. I can't shoot it, Uncle Pete. Please don't make me shoot it."
Really? No way.
Hey! Why didn't you wait?
You want us standing around while you piss on a tree? You know where the river is, boy. Anyway, so I grabbed the gun out of his hand before the big buck runs off, when bang, the gun fires. Boy nearly gut shot me, and of course the buck gets away.
What are you going and telling her this shit for?
'Cause you almost blew her face off yesterday. Seems relevant. Trying to let her know it's nothing personal with you.
Why are you always giving me a hard time?
Because you're always giving everyone else a hard time.
I apologized already. She accepted.
Okay, well I didn't know that.
Let's just get to the river.
You're always trying to embarrass me.
You're doing a good enough job of that on your own. Leaving us again.
I know where the fucking river is.
So anyway, I found that buck later that season. Shot it right in the neck. Brought it up to my sister's figuring she'd want to freeze some of the meat. Nick didn't speak to me for weeks. Sometimes you gotta play a role, even if it means people you love hate you for it.
He doesn't hate you.
Nick's father wasn't there much, and he was a piece of shit when he was. So it fell to me to keep him in line, raise him right. Meant I couldn't just be nice Uncle Pete.
Uncle Pete!
Nick! Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Full of holes.
Who do you think did this?
Not sure yet, but it ain't your average gang of thugs, that much I know.
Think about it. You're Carver, what do you do?
Who's Carver?
Check those guys there. Be careful. Some of them might still be moving.
Can I help?
I got it.
This one's shot too.
Through the head?
Yeah.
Check the rest. And look for ammo. We're running low.
Are you sure you're okay?
Ask my uncle. He knows everything.
What can I do?
See if you can find anything else.
Like what?
Like what might tell us who did this.
What's this doing here? There are more out there.
This wasn't no rinky-dink pissing match.
What was it then?
Fubar.
Where you going? We need to get the fuck out of here.
Gotta check the rest.
What? Why?
Calm down and think about it, son.
Calm down! We gotta get out of here now!
Jesus Christ, get a hold of yourself.
What if someone's alive, Nick?
Who cares?
Because they might just be inclined to tell us who did this. We gotta do this now. Stay here. Keep searching these.
This is a dumb idea.
You know, Nick, I don't like this either. But sooner or later, you're gonna have to realize a simple truth.
What, that you're an asshole?
That nobody in this world is ever gonna give a goddamn whether you like something or not. You gotta grow up, son.
Whatever.
Come on, Clem. You want to be useful? Keep a lookout on that tree line. Whoever did this might still be out there, waiting for another sucker to stumble across this mess, just like baiting a fish.
I'm on it.
You always so agreeable?
No.
Good. You'll fit right in with this outfit. Look, just keep your head on straight. Same deal. All shot to pieces. Hope this isn't anyone you know.
No.
Good. Damn it. More on that side. You check out these ones. See if there's anything on them that'll tell us who they were.
Do I know you? You were in the woods with Krista. The woman I was with. What happened to her? Please, tell me. Tell me.
Please.
Pete! I'm fine. I'm fine. Just lost my footing. Damn it. God damn it.
Lurkers!
I'm out of ammo.
Come this way!
Bitch. Damn it! You get your asses over here, both of
I'll
you!
cover you! We gotta get out of here!
Get over here, goddammit!
Can't you listen to me once? Just one time? I've got ammo!
Listen to me, damn it! I see a way out!
Pete!
Saved him!
How could you just leave him here?
What are we gonna do? Someone's outside. Someone came here looking for you. A man.
What? Did he say what his name was?
We know damn well who it was.
Who is he?
One of the guys we were with before.
What's he gonna do?
I can't keep going.
I figure we got about 5 more days to reach those mountains.
We ain't here to rob nobody. Just relax and put the gun down, man.
I thought you were dead.
Hello guys, so that was the end of episode 1 of season 2. Firstly, how much better does everything look? It looks amazing. I mean, obviously season 1 came out, last year, or maybe even the year before that, and this type of game was quite new. But oh my god, have Telltale pulled through and made everything it's just the little bits, you know, that have made it so much better. The voice acting is a hell of a lot better. The character interaction is a lot better. There is no lag. Everything's more interactive. Overall, just as a whole, like, the whole kind of concept of the game is so much better. And that was really, really nice to see. That was the first thing, that was probably the main thing in this episode that really stuck out. So, talking a little bit about what actually happens within the episode, obviously we discover that the people that Clem saw running towards her at the very end, after the credits of episode 5 of season 1, were Omid and Krista, and she is with them now. Obviously, with Lee being dead, you are playing as Clem, so, you know, you get kind of like the kids' view of it and all that kind of stuff. That being said, she is so grown up. She's supposed to be like 11, I think now, 11 or 12. Obviously, they've changed the voice actor because she's grown up more. They had to do that anyway. But how they are portraying her is quite cool, because obviously she's been a kid that's grown up in all this zombie apocalypse shit, and she's had to survive for all this shit, and it's made her a stronger, more adult person. And it's really nice that they've actually portrayed that, because they normally get it wrong with kids. It's weird. Krista's pregnant, obviously. I don't know if she is still pregnant after Omid dies, because like the bump goes and there's no kind of like anything, and they don't talk about it anymore. So I don't know if she loses the kid or whatever, but there's nothing about it. So I don't really know what happens there. There might be an explanation further down the line, we don't know. But yeah, that's a possibility. Another thing about kind of like the gaming interface, it has changed. You know, it's a lot more user friendly. It's very similar to the Wolf Among Us now, like the actual interface between like locating like the push buttons and stuff like that, and locating the interaction points, and the actual interaction buttons. They've all changed, and they're quite similar to Walking Dead, to the Wolf Among Us, which is nice. What else is there? Everything's a lot more synced together, I guess. Like, because of the lack of lag, the voice acting with the characters between cutscene and gameplay is really synced now. And again, that's something to do with the fact that Telltale have, you know, not kind of put anything down. They've stepped up to what was a really popular game last year with The Walking Dead Season 1, and they've got Season 2 and they've made it better, which is great. And oh my god, that dog! That dog. I thought it was adorable at first, just following Clem around. And then it went and attacked her. I thought it was zombified at first, but obviously the poor thing was just hungry. And I actually nearly cried when he was there, like, whimpering around with spikes through his stomach and everything. I was just there like, oh my god. You know, the amount of games you get where you kind of have zombie dogs and stuff like that, but when it's just a normal dog, it's just it was just like, I'm gonna cry. I was actually gonna cry. It was weird. But you know, they're obviously not just trying to make this like an action zombie game. They're trying to play on your emotions, which is cool. But yeah, that was cool. And then obviously you find a new group, and you kind of stay with them for a while, which was cool. So that's basically the main stuff that happened in episode 1. Another thing I would like to touch on is kind of like it's the trophy system. If you remember in season 1, it was just like the trophy system was complete episode 1, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, whatever, and at the end of each chapter of each episode you get a trophy, and then when you completed all 5 episodes, you got the platinum. They changed it this time. For starters, there's no platinum, and secondly, the trophy system is based on stuff that you do within the chapter, so you do still get a trophy per chapter, but it's not based on finishing the chapter. It's based on what you do within the chapter. So regardless of what you do in the chapter, you will get a trophy per chapter. But it was just nice that it's better that you're getting a trophy for doing something instead of just getting a trophy for finishing a chapter, if that makes sense. So like I said before, there's no platinum. Each of the episodes, if you've seen this, then you'll know what I'm on about. But when you download The Walking Dead season 2 as a whole, you get episode 1, and then that kind of stays under the Walking Dead system thing within the trophy system. Each episode after that is counted as DLC then, so you'll get 100% per episode, and then you'll have your overall score for The Walking Dead season 2. So you can kind of see what you do per episode, which was quite cool. So the rest of the actual episodes are classed as DLC, and they're add-ons. So when you look at your trophy system on your phone, on your PS4 or your PS3 or your PC or whatever, you won't have all of the trophies in one place like you would have before. They'll be under their each separate episode menus, which is pretty cool. Another thing is the chapters are a bit shorter. They're shorter by about between between half an hour and an hour. They are shorter. I'm glad they did this. I will admit that it was getting quite tiring, having to sit there and watch a load of shit in episode 1 that we just couldn't interact with. So they've upped their interactivity, taken out as much of the cutscene stuff as they could, and they've made everything shorter and more compatible and more playable, which was really nice. And that's basically it. So it was a great start to season 2, episode 1. I really enjoyed it. Absolutely fantastic start. Of course, episode 2 is coming up very shortly, and then we've got episode 3, and then we're completely up to date. So we're going to get these episodes up as soon as possible. So stay tuned for episode 2 coming up probably tomorrow. And until then, guys, stay classy, gamers.